What's up, lads and ladettes? How are we all doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastically well. So today, we are going to be hunting some screeches. We're going to try to do some of our daily screecher containment. I am going to do all of this today, but I just wanted to do 120 PED at the momento, just to see how much it would take to kill the rest of these bigger male screeches. And for those of you that don't know, you can find the bigger male screeches up here, I believe, from memory, but my memory might be a little bit fuzzy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pop up there, and we're gonna see what's what. So like with this daily screecher containment thing, once you finish it, you get about. Just trying to remember, you get about. I think it's about 16-ish PED worth of oil, which is, pretty cool. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, but like it's generally around there. Yeah, here's the bigger boys. So if you're ever like struggling to do this screecher mission and you don't want to go down here to the spawning area, right? You can just come up here and pick out the like the alphas and the old alphas. Yeah, I don't think the providers or the dominants go toward it, so we're gonna just aim for. I think the prowlers do, so we're gonna aim for like the level 9 prowlers and up. But if you're struggling to do it, you can come up here and kill the mobs this way. Now I'm on next island, obviously, and I'm probably gonna be here for a little bit. Mainly due to the fact that there's a lot of things that I want to get done on Next Island. Okay, there's a lot of shit that I want to get done. One of which is finally getting used to doing all of the daily screech, like all the daily missions every day, just to see what the average sort of thing is. You know, average return, average sort of looky-loo. And then at some point in the future, once I get an Easter ring, 20. At least I don't. I'm just going to test this dominant just to see if it does go into the bigger male screeches or not. No, it doesn't. So that would be a medium size screecher. Oop, that's a provider. I really got to stop and actually read what I'm shooting. That's okay. But. I want to do the Papo daily mission, the Boar, the Boar daily mission, and the Screecher mission. I want to try to do them every day to build up a sort of a baseline, and then once I have my 2022 ring, I want to then do it again so I can see if the 2022 Easter ring, to see if no, not if. But how much the increased in critical hit chance decreases the cost to do the mission. So the thought pattern is, if I'm able to decrease the cost of the mission, then the reward from the mission, and we can just get into our Slipnir to kind of de-aggro this bad boy. Yeah, I mean, we could kill it, but... Yeah, efficiency. I want to be a little bit more efficient in what I'm doing. You know, if I had see, it's always good to do the bigger guys first. See, I kind of fucked up. I did the medium stuff first, just down over here. I should have started with the bigger male screeches. That way, I can kill the dominants and the providers and stuff, in order to give myself a little bit of leeway, and then move further down. You know, that's at least what I should have done. But I didn't, so I'm kind of stuck doing a little bit of keep away with the dominants and the guardians and all that sort of shit. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. But the cool thing about the male screeches is the male screeches do have some okay... Like, the screeches do have some okay stuff on them. Though there is a lot of stuff on them, so the quantities that you get, kind of like this tier 1 component, you don't get massive quantities of them all at once. Obviously, unless you get like a like a global or something like that. Which that would be nice today. That would be nice. But you know, I'm not greedy. I'm not a greedy boy, so it's fine. But you know, you get like the tier 1 components. I don't think you get tier 2 components. We might do. But you also get the Nova fragments, which you don't get a lot of Nova fragments, but you do get like things like the hairspray. I wonder if the Damberite is selling. Yes, but not a lot. PED wise hasn't been selling a lot when it comes to the actual quantity. But you do get stuff. So the idea that I eventually want to get to is, am I able to do the daily missions eventually, and then just with the like once I've got a setup, you know, pretty much down pat. Once I've got a setup down and good, could I potentially do the daily missions with the right setup to get the daily like oil reward to at least break even in TT value? That's kind of the thought pattern, because if I can, and if it's possible, obviously specific setups and all that sort of stuff, it won't be something that everyone would do. But if after a while I'm able to break even, you know, on a general scale, then it could be a good way to kind of get my skills up. At least that's the thinking. The thinking isn't so much profit in like TT value or anything like that, but more increasing my skills. You know, doing the getting the, oh, what would you call it, the codex up, getting the codex up and all that sort of stuff. That's kind of what I want to see. But so far so good. And then after this, I'll you know, in my own time, I'll be heading to. Ooh, spawned right on top of me. That's good. I'll be heading back to the peaks area. Yeah, the Crystal Peak teleport. And then I'll be hunting the smaller male screeches down there. And hopefully things turn out relatively okay. And then tomorrow, obviously not recording, but my plan tomorrow is to do the exact same thing, but then start with the biggins and then work my way down. Start with the biggins, work my way down, and then hopefully I'll get a good estimate on how much it will cost to do the mission, and then I'll be able to get a good sense of you know, how it will all turn out and be. That's kind of the hope. But luckily with the LR45 and, you know, just pixie armor, it really doesn't take much to take these guys down. They're not that difficult to take down in reality. You know, some people might look at it and think, well, it's the highest one, so it must be the, you know, must be the more difficult one. Believe it or not, doing the daily boar one is a lot more difficult, because if I'm trying to just target specifics to do it as cheaply as possible, in order to get it done, get my oil, and kind of like sit on that oil each day to see where I'm at in, like, I don't know, X amount of time. You know, sort of saving it up as a bit of a nest egg. Which, you know, I think is a good thing, saving it up as a nest egg, because, you know, eventually I might turn around and be like, you know, I'm going to sell all this oil and throw it all into deeds or whatever. And if I'm able to get like 30 PED worth, 30? No, like 25 PED worth of oil each day. There's a couple of other daily missions that I want to do as well, like the Crystal Hoarder daily. And I think once I've done a couple of the, once I've done the Stel, the STEL, Steel, I think it's Steel. Once I've done the Steel mission for the VIP stuff, then I'll have another daily that I can do. And I'm hoping to eventually get to a point where I can, like, live stream, like, and do a bunch of missions and have something to do each evening, because, like, the main reason why I don't live stream Entropia, like, on Twitch anymore, is it's just the same thing over and over and over again. It's the same thing with the hunting stuff, but YouTube is a little bit different. YouTube, I'm able to get in, I'm able to, you know, make my video, have a bit of a chat, and then get out, and, you know, it's all G. Yeah, it's all good in the hood. But with Twitch, you know, you're there for a few hours and you're kind of like chillaxing. But if you're doing the same thing every day, it might get boring for viewers. Maybe. And I think that's why a lot of streamers tend to like mix it up a little bit. You know, like I could go and watch Drainy, and he'd be doing one thing one day and then doing something completely different the other day. And I mean, it works out for him in the end, but you know, it's just I don't know. It just seems a little bit counterproductive to some of the stuff that I want to do. Let's kill this dominant anyway. Might as well. Might as well. Looks like we're gonna get our mission done anyway, so we might as well kill the dominant. Well, we're gonna get the rest of the 100 done, so we might as well. We got an alpha over there. That's good. I wonder if these guys are gonna swell for us today. The Screechers are like prolific when it comes to giving me globals. I'd say prolific. Prolific is a strong word. Very frequently. Like, Screechers have always been pretty good for me. It's quite good, whether it's globals or just, you know, decent-sized minis. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like, there was one day where I came out with... I was borrowing Lawspade's shock dagger. Yeah, I was borrowing his shock dagger. And I was just cycling through PED. And I ended up cycling through and repairing the thing, you know, maybe about a dozen times. And I ended up coming out with a little bit of a profit. And believe it or not, that was just from TTing things. On that day, I didn't give a shit. I just wanted to grind up some skills with the knife. Ended up getting like 2 health points that day. Ended up making a little bit of a lazy profit, as I like to call it, a lazy profit. But it was good. I was not doing this mission that day. I didn't do this mission that day, which was probably annoying. I could have gotten a little bit extra, but yeah. It is what it is. But, yeah, it was really cool. I borrowed the knife off him to sort of increase the tier. I have considered... Hey, Lawspade. If you've got any other melee weapons that you want tiered up, or at least you want the thing to increase in tier, not tier it up as in go from 2.99 to 3, but if you've just... like, say, the tier is just turned to 3, and you want to get it up to, like, as close to tier 4 as you possibly can. Hey, man, like, I'll get it up there for you, you know. Hit me up in game, man. Hit me up in game. Obviously, I'll take care of all the repair stuff. It's, you know, I get to borrow the weapon, and then I increase its tier for you. Yeah. I might even increase its actual, not just its tier level, but like, well, not just its tier to like 3.99, but might actually tier it up to 4 as sort of a freebie sort of thing. We'll have to get some collateral for it. Then again, if I got collateral, yeah, then again, I'll just buy my own. I don't know. Well, I'll talk to you about it in game, Lawspade. Yeah, we'll talk about it. It's all good. Oh man, because it's one of those things where if I had the collateral to get, like, to put down for it, then I might as well just buy it. I do want to buy, I do want to get some of the knives anyway. But the problem with the knives is you need to constantly repair it, which isn't a bad thing. It just means you need a far larger, like, PED card instead of, like, a far larger stack of, say, the universal ammunition. You know, which is somewhat annoying, but, you know, it's all good. It's all good. And I mean, if you're on a planet where you can sell the shrapnel, then it's a little bit better. Well, not better, but a little bit simpler. You know, you just try to sell everything, which is something that I've been thinking about. How much do you really need to cycle, or what's your initial starting point, ammunition or PED wise, if you're using if you're using melee weapons. What is what is an optimal starting point to then have enough loot gained, like optimal loot gained, to then sell on the auction house? So like, I give out, I say advice. I try not to hand out advice. I'll say my thoughts on stuff, but that, you know, I always tell you guys to do your own research and test things out, and to take what I say with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, I've only been playing since like 2016, I think, maybe 2015. I should actually look at it one day. I don't know if I can pull it up, but yeah, it'd be cool to be able to know that I could pull it up in game and be like, yeah, I've been playing since September 3rd, 2015. You know, because I get asked, like, you know, how long you've been playing, and I feel like people gauge how long you've been playing as whether or not your advice is good or not. But I've seen people that have been playing for a long time have, like, just dog shit advice. Ooh, some Paplon. Awesome. Like, just give, like, absolute dog shit advice. That's why I don't really give advice. I share my opinion, and then you take it and use it however you wish. That way, if it doesn't work, like, if it works out well for one person, but it doesn't work out well for another, you know, they can't be like, you told me to do this, blah, 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 and I did it, and I didn't, the thing that you said would most certainly happen did not happen. That's why I don't deal in absolutes, because only the Sith deal in absolutes. I don't. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, on the topic of YouTube stuff, I've been fucking around with making, like, YouTube shorts for funsies, mainly with 7 Days to Die, because I find the most funniest stupid shit tends to happen in 7 Days to Die. Like zombies just falling weirdly stupid, or like if you kill one of them, they just die in a weird, funny way, and then I'm able to make something that I consider funny out of it. I know some people won't consider it funny, but, like, I think it's funny, you know. I think it's funny, so I put it up there. But I've been experimenting with shorts as sort of an extra creative flex of my brain, and it's been going pretty good. It's been fun. It's been really fun, and hopefully people enjoy it. Like, shorts, I find, have, like, a really mixed thing to it. Like, they're the most volatile videos ever, just because of how fast-paced they're viewed. Like, I uploaded a video, like, a lot of them get, like, you know, even on a channel that doesn't really do much, it gets, like, a few thousand views. I'm actually thinking of turning the Iron Helm into a little bit of a shorts dumping ground, I guess you would call it. But yeah, I've thought about it. I might do. I don't know. Not as a, but as a short dumping ground for, like, other games. You know, other games that I enjoy. You know, like Elden Ring, you know, Dark Souls stuff. Random bullshit like that from, like, fantasy games that I enjoy playing. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do, and I've been feeling a little bit better within myself recently to make content. And it's funny, I think making the stupid little shorts have actually kind of helped me with the whole creative thing as well, which is just so out of left field, because, like, you wouldn't think that creating, you know, clips that are like 5 to 10, like between 5 and 20, you know, 5 and 30 seconds long can make you feel creative, but, like, it makes me think, like, critically about stuff. Like, I'm paying attention a little bit more. I'm actively sitting down and will record a large session of something, and it's kind of giving me like some of those creative juices, which is nice. It's nice. So, I mean, if you've been enjoying the shorts, or if you find them funny, let me know in the comments section. I know a lot of you guys, like, I know some of you guys wouldn't really like the shorts, because you prefer the longer form content. But if you do enjoy the shorts that I've made, thanks. I'm glad you enjoy it, and let me know in the comments section if you do like it or not. But yeah, it looks like we are almost done with the 100 big male screeches, and I might even be able to get the small male screeches done as well, which would be absolutely fantastic. I won't be doing that in this video, but I just wanted to see how much, you know, sort of happens. And we've got, all right. So according to my thing, it took just over, like, in ammunition, not including. Okay, so if we were to include like the decay of the LR40, not including the markup, because, you know, markup just does my head in. I'm thinking about just getting a level 100 unlimited gun and just dealing with the loss. I might just do a little bit of like the loss of like the skill misses, you know, and I might just do a little bit of extra sweating to make up for it. You know, if I see a GLR 27 or whatever one it is, if I see one of those, I'm probably gonna buy it at some point. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I have thought about switching over. Like, I've been trying to switch over to other things, but I've just put so much into like rifles that I just don't want to. Anyway, let's have a looky-loo and see how we did. I think we did relatively okay. I really need to start using Loot Nanny a little bit more for these videos, just to see, but we're able to kind of track it relatively good. So I'm just gonna put this stuff down here. Let's put this in here. 105. So we're coming out at around 90%-ish. Somewhere along that lines, we're coming out at around 90%-ish. A little bit less, maybe like 85%. But you know, that will probably change later on in the evening. But anyway, I'm going to be leaving it there, ladies and gents. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and you know, let me know if there's any games you want to see me play. Anyway, you all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.